And welcome back. Picking up where we left off last time in Factorio. And you might notice over the break that I've gone ahead and focused on an area of the base while I've been waiting for a rail to show up. And you might notice the chest that's supposed to be supplying us with the rail is empty. Yeah, there is enough steel in the network for that chest, that the factory making the rail, to get steel to make rail to go in the chest to come to us. So we're gonna have to try to fix that. Let me see if I actually get in the game proper. So we did get some. We're not completely at zero, but we didn't get... No way did we get enough to finish the project. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to fix this problem of not enough rail in the system with no rail. Yeah, that will be a slight problem. Alright, so that's as much rail as we're gonna get delivered. So we can at least get the power poles going down the middle of the rail line set up. So we'll go ahead and do that. Fixing the steel problem, in a way, fixing the steel problem is really easy. In a way, it isn't. There's a couple different ways to do it, which is what makes it both easy and hard. Okay. Poor robot's struggling to keep up. So either way, I need to run back to base, because we're going to have to get stuff to do some deliveries. To make this work the way I think it needs to work. That's also delays improving the iron mine, because obviously the iron mine isn't the bottleneck right now, because we don't have the steel to make the rails. Alright, so the mine should all be in green, so we should be able to put wherever we want on the mine. We just can't do logistics off of the mine, but that's fine. We'll probably end up putting the uranium like over here or something like that, the power plant. So how's the power going? Yeah, we didn't have enough power to make it through last night either. Actually, no, that does look like enough power to make it through. Well, yeah, that should have been... Actually... Yeah, that was enough to make it through last night. We didn't empty the accumulators. We ran out of steam power. That's what it looks like happened. Steam power looks like it ran out. But, we'll see if that keeps being the case. The biggest power consumer is actually the bots and the botnet, so as we build power up and don't build the bots up, we should slowly fix it over time. Yeah, we got a little bit of high demand for steel, which is one of the problems we're running into. One thing I can temporarily do is I can queue up... Actually, that's probably what we'll do, is I probably don't need to be walking around here. I can let the bots do this work for me. Is I can go ahead and queue up the construction of some more steel. Okay, so it's the easiest way to do this in a productive method. So we can do a electric furnace stack. I can do a force override here. Should make it work reasonably well. So let's say you're going to be a furnace stack, and you're going to be a furnace stack. And I do want... so basically that's 2 furnace stacks, so I can turn 2 things of iron into 2 things of steel. But then I need the space to make the steel, or make the iron. So we're gonna probably displace something else. Do I have the space to work over here? I do roughly have the space to work over here. Okay, so we can do 1 iron there, and 1 iron there. Put the blueprint back. For the moment, I'm just going to split it off with the existing iron. Once we get a second train coming in, we'll run it off the second train. Is this the most efficient way to get it where I want it to? Probably not. In fact, almost certainly not. Is it a functional way to get it there? Yes. Sometimes function is more important than optimal. Okay, so that'll provide 2 more things of steel. That's going to make the existing train, run a lot more. But that isn't necessarily a problem. At least it's not a problem yet. It may become a problem. Always the potential for a problem to become more of a problem. Never discount that possibility. Then let's split it like that. That will balance it going both ways. Then I take 1 sort of spaghetti through like so. Okay, so that'll go around. Provide more steel to there, and the reason that I didn't take both over there is we're going to want more steel over on this line as well. Like so. So once that all gets set up, and that might take a little while to get properly set up, put a lot of deliveries in the queue. That should hopefully provide us with more steel production. Should be roughly double the steel production if we have the iron put coming from that to make that work. Which hopefully will fix what we need with the rail. Because the rail is not working due to a shortage of steel. Which is probably also... Oh, apparently isn't the problem anymore with solar panels. We have actually caught up on solar panels. Which immediately makes me think I should probably start to do more solar panels, but we'll hold off a moment on that. Okay, the moment has passed. I'm going to do more solar panels. Whoops. I can fix it with a override. Won't fix the incorrectly placed power poles, but the rest will be in the right spot, which is close enough. Okay, so we'll let those solar panels get set up and check in on our steel production. So you're waiting on iron input, you're waiting on iron input. That one's coming, so that's good to see. What's the delay here? It's coming. There isn't a delay. Well, there is a delay. It's not fully built yet. That's a reasonable delay. The furnaces haven't arrived. They obviously don't work, which will delay the throughput. But in the meantime, it's running at partial speed. So here comes more steel. And to be fair, steel is one of the things I do have productivity on, because there's a steel productivity research we've been doing. It's not very big, but it is a thing. So yeah, if anything, these lines will run a little bit slower because we've got 10% productivity on them. So it needs 1/10 of the iron input for the steel output. And there goes the there goes the iron into the system. That's a problem. Some of you probably saw the problem before I saw the problem. How am I going to fix that? Yes, how am I going to fix that? How far did the problem get down the system? Got that far down the system. Oh, we got some iron in the system as well, okay. And take the coal out of the system, please. Wanted the filter, I just wanted did it to be coal. On the left side, yeah. And then what I can do is I can box this up with a passive divider. Okay, so that will take the coal out of the system. It's not going to do it super fast, but it should take the coal out of the system. As long as it goes down that way. And I gotta start fixing these one by one. So prioritize left, so the coal should go left. Prioritize left, so the coal hopefully goes left. What's gone down this side, I can do roughly the same thing, where you put a splitter with a filter. Filter out the coal. With an inserter. And a passive provider. Conveniently, the passive provider is in the network, so I'm going to do something cheeky like that. Grab it. So I need it over here as well, so we'll put one down there. Put all the steel on the left side. Looks like it. At the moment, that looks like all the affected steel. So we managed to get it out of the system reasonably quickly. Well, notice it was a problem reasonably quickly. We haven't quite got it out of the system. Okay, so that one's running. Probably want it to be faster. In fact, this is going to be a situation where I'm going to splurge. We have bulk inserters. Let's place some bulk inserters to get these going real fast. As I'm starting to fix the system, by slowly removing all the coal from the system. Okay, you don't need to be favored anymore, so we can turn the override off. Oh, we will need it picked up from there. It's not going to be needed for a while, but when it is needed, it's going to be needed. So that's done, being set up, and it's that line that needs the temp fix. I'll probably leave the temp fix in permanently, but it's because the bits that go into it aren't that expensive. Okay, that's starting to pull the coal out, which is letting the steel come in. Mostly letting the steel come in. It's working good enough. Okay, we're now backed up enough that I actually... Why aren't you getting any... Okay, let's pick you up. Put you back down again. Because I think it's that one iron that's blocking everything. The one rogue iron being a problem. Which is easy enough to fix, but requires me one kingdom placing. Okay, this is now running again, so we're getting rail being delivered to us. It's good to see. This one hasn't fully cleared, but this is cleared enough that it's operational, which is good enough to see. Oh, and in fact, this one will never properly clear because of what's gone wrong on it. We've got one piece of... one brick on there. Where's the bricks coming from? Yeah, I don't know how the bricks found their way on. Okay, well, the steel is running much better. So we might, if we come back to us... okay, well, we don't have what we've ordered, but we have a lot more than we did before. So with that, we might be able to get the rail line constructed. I mean, arguably, I'm probably not properly utilizing the throughput of my rail station there. It'd probably run faster. Suppose I can also upgrade it to ball concerns, which definitely make it run faster. Okay. Another thing I'll need to do is I'll actually have to set up rail signals. There's no rail signals on the rail line below the station yet. They're not necessary yet, but they might be nice to have them at some point. We got 2 robots chasing us. They'll catch up eventually. Okay, and we're now at the botnet, so in theory these ones I wouldn't have to build because the botnet would build them, given enough time. Oh, and I'm out of rail anyway, so I'm not building them anyway. Okay, so at some point I need to design the rail station. Rail station needs to be a thing. Can I copy and paste the existing one? The existing one that we know that works. That's always a good place to start. Grab the working design. We know this design works. So we'll just copy the design wholesale. Okay, so this is going to flip the input-output, but that's fine. Oops, that wants to go over here. I want it again, we want to put it in blueprints. And then this is in. So we want this to, at some point, come like this. Yeah, that doesn't look like a bad turn, so we'll do that. And then we want you to also come off the other line. Probably won't ever come off the other line because I'm pretty lazy sometimes at having the trains go to multiple stops, but okay, so that's in from other direction, and then we need to do out. Oops, no. Undo. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. So we'll take that. Okay, then we want something that is not a complete mess going off that side, so that'll work. Maybe not the ideal of interchanges, but that's a working theory for an interchange. So you want to be blue. You want to be blue. You want to be blue. Into the thing needs to be blue, into the thing needs to blue, into the thing needs to be blue. Out of the things. So you can be an out. Well, not that you can be an out. You will be an out. You will be an out. You will be an out. And you're the out. Did I set this up backwards? Maybe. Maybe. Train station. Okay, so that's the right side for the train. Fairly certain that's the right side of the train. So maybe didn't like... Oh, because I've got the station flipped, but I didn't... Flipped it one way, but didn't want to flip the other way sort of thing going there. Okay. So in theory, the network thinks it has everything I need it to have to build that, except for the rails. It's just a matter of time. This will all be in. And then we'll just have to copy and paste this again for the copper. But this is not going to be the first copper I'm going to do. I'm going to do the other copper first. Okay, and then the rails over here should all sort themselves, given enough time, honestly. And apparently that took a surprisingly amount of time. I wasn't expecting that. Much of that might have been literally just running across the base, I suppose. Running's not the fastest thing in the world. Okay, so we'll have to build a starter pack for it, but we'll go ahead and say, hey, we want to build another space platform. This new space platform I'm actually going to use for interplanetary travel. So that's why I'm giving it a fancy ship prefix. So the Bob Fizz will be the first one to go to some other planet. Yeah, so I need to get starter pack. Space platform starter pack going. Which I suppose I can actually do with an assembling machine. So let's do a passive provider. This is going to be the first one running by circuit, if I can do it. The way I'm thinking about doing it. So it's basically going to be something like that. You need to be... Space platform is more complicated than it was implying. Oh, it's the space platform kit. Plus 10 space platform? No, space platform kit gives you 10 platform when it gets up there. Okay. Okay, so can I do something with power switching? I could. You in grid right now. In power grid. No. You're almost in power grid, which is actually, if out of everything, is the best thing. Because then that makes it really easy to say, don't have any power poles. Do I have a drop power cord? Presumably do. Just don't remember the button is for it. Ah, that's the button for it. Okay. So we can unhook those, and then I can do power switch. And a decider. Good to see. We have use, or have good power production at the moment. Okay, so those will provide power when that power switches through. You add a condition. Made a condition. If And to be fair, I'm heavily overwhelmed or over designing this because I suspect we're probably going to build like one platform. So building the way I'm doing it's probably overkill. Okay, so if that is less than 1, I'll put a number. So if you are less than 1, give that thing a signal, which will let that thing know to close the thing to give you power so the thing works. And then you also are going to need the blue and steel. So which tab steel is going to be on? That one. Okay, so 100 steel and blue circuits. So probably the tab that was on, yeah. Okay, so if that all gets built, which is probably going to be a little bit hard to do because I don't think I have any of those in the network. Constant combinator, was that what I built that I needed for that to be built? Cider combinator. Built the wrong one. Are we not in the logistics net? I'm just outside the logistics net, because of course I am. Okay, so once this roboport's set up, which will be powered, this will get delivered. And with that, we'll have another space platform in space. The second one we'll start building to travel, whereas this one's basically going to be our space science maker. It may get some expansions to handle more space science, but at the moment we're not using any space science, so any expansion is excessive expansion right now. Okay. Yeah, it'll be close enough. For big portions of this mine will probably deplete reasonably quickly. This will be the more useful core that will still be running, but very quickly just queue it up like so. Most of this should be in range to get stumbled by robot. In fact, some of the contents was coming out of my own inventory, so some of it definitely is in range, because I'm in range. Why are one of you blue? I don't know why one of them's blue. One of them's blue. Red would make sense. Red's probably what I'm gonna build shortly, but one of them is in blue. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'm not 100% sure why that one's in blue, but it should be in red. I'm trying to remember how I should do the injection on this, and the answer is as such. If my memory serves. Okay, and then the next thing this will need is some power. Because of course it needs power, otherwise it doesn't run. Okay, run the power there. Run the power there. So that's plenty of power for that row and that row. Okay, so given time, that will be assembled. The bots will go ahead and assemble that. Actually, at this point, this train station should be operational. Just need to go ahead and acquire another train to run this line. Or add it to the existing line. But the existing line is already set up that it fills and unloads at both stops. So I probably want to do a separate line, but we'll sort out the train in the next part. Enable if equal to 1. If that is less than 1, output 1. Why is that not? If red wire is equal to 1, which it should be equal to 1, so y input 8 connected to 9. Connected to 9. Enable if equal 1. Output red. Okay. So it looks like it's working. Worst case scenario, we'll get way more starter packs than we need. And apparently I need to get blue in the network for that to work, otherwise it's not going to work. I have a wooden chest for blue. Let's make that wooden chest a passive provider chest for blue. Sounds like such an improvement. Because then this can request that blue. We got complaints. All the complaints are we don't have enough green. We don't have enough efficiency modules. More efficiency modules would help with the power. Oh, I see what's happening. That the solid collapse in demand is actually the accumulator sitting full charge. That makes sense. That's when the accumulators get full. And we are using the accumulator, so the steam engines have to run longer to get them full. This is maybe not the ideal solution for doing that, but it works. Okay, so this is operational. So once we got the trains going, we'll be able to deliver more iron ore into the base that way, which we can then pipe into meet other demands. In fact, arguably, what this is telling me is that I probably have... Well, I'd have to really upgrade it from yellow to red to know. I might actually have enough supply off the first one that I don't need the second one. But we did it anyway. So I hope you've been enjoying watching this Factorio playthrough. I'm going to continue with it. Soon, I think we will go into space, because I think I've got most of the base rebuild done to the degree that I want. The big thing is, I think I do want to get some limited production of speed or of module level 2s, right? So some speed modules, because we need that for various constructions. Mainly assembly machine 3, so we want to making some speed modules to make assembly machine 3. And I think we're also going to want to start making things like quality modules soon. And probably better to go big rather than go small on those. So we have the 2% instead of the 1% ones. And then start trying to backfeed in make the quality better so that you can get better quality modules. That's one reason maybe to go to the planet with the scrapper first, is so that we can scrap the lower quality stuff as we do better quality stuff. For the moment, I think that's where we're going to stop for the day. So I hope you've been enjoying this. If you're watching this on YouTube and or Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube, there probably will be another part up tomorrow, because right now this is actually running... Well, this is basically running third fiddle at the moment. So I tend to be able to manage 3 things that I can stream without any breaks as far as YouTube's concerned. So right now this is the third thing, so it's probably gonna get a slot. So you'll probably see it tomorrow. If you're watching this on Twitch, it will probably be up again on YouTube in 3 days. So if you want to see the next part, hop onto YouTube in 3 days. Which, if you're watching this on YouTube, or hop onto Twitch in 3 days. If you're watching this on YouTube, right now, tonight will probably be the night that I stream it. Oh, and there it goes. We've got the space platform. The HMS Bob Fizzle is now in orbit. We can go up to Bob Fizzle. Bob Fizzle is small. It's small at the moment. I suppose if I'm gonna contemplate, right, we can go ahead and say, hey, please make Bob Fizzle a little bigger. Something like that. Bob Fizzle is going to get big enough to become a ship. Decent sized ship. That's going to take some time. So I hope you've been enjoying it. Until the next one, hope you'll have a good time and good luck. This is the end of the stream, so I need to remember to put a stream save in. So we'll quickly do a stream save. So with that, I hope you all have a good time. Bye for now.